We spent a lot of time over the last couple of weeks talking to miners ahead of the halving. Now that it's come and gone, I'm wondering what their biggest concern is moving forward.
Hey, Tim, thanks for having me. I think the biggest concern moving forward is going to be what happens long term with fees. So the security model of Bitcoin relies on fees to increase. And as Sonali said earlier, we have seen that happen a lot over the weekend. The reason for the fee spike in Bitcoin has been because of the launch of runes. So should runes be successful and have sustainable adoption, it could vastly offset the loss of revenue for miners.
So what are you advising them to do in this post-2024 halving era?
I think operational excellence, SG&A costs are going to be extremely important, and also really taking a look under the hood at the Bitcoin development that is happening.
Speaking of development, if you think about runes as you've been talking about for a moment here, can you explain exactly why that caused the fees to surge so drastically over the weekend and how you think about the volatility around these fees?
Sure. So Runes is a new fungible token standard created by the creator of Ordinals, and that allows people to inscribe arbitrary data on Bitcoin, like art. When Runes was launched this weekend, a lot of people wanted to get a specific ticker. And so we saw this massive rise over the course of the weekend, right? Because everyone was really going towards making this thing be successful. I think the bigger point we're going to see longer term is a wave of tokenization and DeFi activity on Bitcoin, which is expanding the narrative of what Bitcoin is. It's no longer just this store of value asset. It's becoming a platform and an ecosystem with a multitude of apps and other native assets that can be built on top of it. Right now, there's a lot of random things being added to Bitcoin. And yeah, some of them are a little bit ridiculous in the moment. But I think the bigger thing is this opens the door for longer term optionality of tokenization on Bitcoin.
Well, that's what I was going to just ask you about, the longer term tokenization, going beyond runes. How important are runes in particular and its success? And how important is it for more things to be built on top of the network?
I think right now, a lot of infrastructure needs to be built around it. It's still very greenfield, but it's definitely an evolution I'm looking forward to watching. It's this idea that comes with it is this, like, what is a Bitcoiner? And that's a cultural shift that's happening. And so I do think that we'll see a lot more people take a look at runes and really just pay attention to what's happening there as, the community drives behind it and builds the infrastructure to support it in a way that, frankly, Bitcoin is supported now.